So I went out for a ride to get some food, some just grocery shopping, and I think I'm seeing smog for the first time. There's almost no wind, it's extremely hot, and it's a Sunday right after a Saturday, so people have just been driving, but look at that. You can't even really see the mountains. Whenever I went for the ride, I would look down a road, and everything was so foggy at the end. I was like, it's definitely not humid here. But yeah, there must be smog. That's new for me. Even like with the trees across the street there, I can kind of see some smog. See that? Yeah, it's weird. Gonna have to get used to that, I guess. Well, anyway, smog aside, I had a really funny coincidence this morning. So this morning I was thinking about running out and getting a subscription card for Final Fantasy XIV again so I could play that again, because I just kind of feel like playing it a little bit. And, well then, I just happened to discover that what I thought was the chicken coop actually is just a shed with a chicken coop on the side. So naturally, I open the shed up and see what's inside. Look at that. There could be a ton more room in here if we organized it. But do you notice anything? Do you notice the Final Fantasy XIV Collector's Edition box just sitting here? What are the coincidences of that, eh? At least it comes with a book. That's nice. It's just the empty book. But yeah, I mean, it's like, what are the fucking coincidences of that? My landlord said that most of this stuff is just garbage that he doesn't need, except for that stereo. He still wants that. But I'm free to put shelves in here or put tools in here and stuff like that. So it's like, I think I shall. I'll see about going on Craigslist and getting some free lumber to make some nice shelves. Look at that, an air conditioning unit. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's like that. Such a coincidence that I found that. I've also been thinking more about how am I going to like put up some solar panels, and I'm thinking instead of just setting solar panels on the roof, I'm going to see about making a wooden stand to hold them up. So it'd be like a solar panel roof over the backyard or the back patio. So the solar panels would give shade, and also they would be kind of out of the way of out of view from the road because we have some crazy neighbors. They get upset over anything. But yeah, I might be making like a large solar panel system up there. Just like several posts of wood. I could probably find wood on Craigslist for the free section or whatever, but who knows. But yeah, it's like so much stuff going on today. But yet nothing going on today. I like it when stuff like that happens. Just a bunch of little stuff happens. Final Fantasy XIV is updating and downloading. I found out that I had some money left over in my account, but I was just 90 cents short, so I added $5, and now I have another month of subscription. It's getting pretty hot though, so I finally gave in and got a fan. I ripped it out of my old power supply, and I'm just powering with 12 volts right now. It actually makes it really bearable. Today on the way to work, I ran across these bricks that were on the side of the road. There's like 30 more of them. It's pretty cool. And I happen to have 2 Walmart gift cards, so I ran to a local Walmart and was met with a very surreal experience. Okay, so I come from Illinois. There's actually quite a low thud there. I thought that would make like a high-pitched crunching sound, but oh well. Anyway, so I come from Illinois where when I think of Walmart, I think of a giant mega Walmart that has pretty much everything, including shelves. So I was thinking, I haven't been to a Walmart since I've been out here. So I was going to get some shelves for the shed so we can organize this shed. Walmart is smaller than an IGA in Illinois. It's like, what the fuck? The Walmart here doesn't sell any shelves. It's mostly just like a teeny tiny little grocery store. So then I went to Target, and they didn't really have any shelves either. So I might make my own shelves to organize this place, but God, it kind of pisses me off. And then I decided, you know, since we're already at Walmart, I might as well buy something. So I bought a French loaf of bread, or a loaf of French bread, whatever. It's a big fucking loaf of bread, and a couple pizzas. And I got to the checkout line, and my Walmart gift cards don't work. It's maybe the ones made at Super Walmarts or the superstores or whatever only work at those stores. I don't know, but whatever. I mean, fuck it. And here I really got my hopes up that I get some like organization done in there today, so today was like a weird because today I didn't work the normal like 12-hour day that I normally work. I only worked 8 hours today, and so I was like, oh man, I have like an extra 2 hours that I'll be able to just spend out here and with sunlight and all that stuff. But got stuck talking to bullshitting with a friend, so that took about an hour and a half, and then couldn't find shelves, so it's like, fuck, I mean, really? Oh well. Well, let's go on the roof. Interesting. Oh, that brings up another thing. All of that fog/smog, I found out what it was from. It's from the forest fires. And that makes sense now, because upwind is a bunch of forest fires. Oh, look at that. I think that's where we're going to be having our beehives. My landlord is wanting to start making some honey. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I think I talked him into letting me film it too, so we could have a new series about making honey and keeping bees. So me and my landlord were talking about different ways to cool the house since we don't have air conditioning. I said that I could run to the recycling center and get probably like 50 or so old computer fans and glue them together to have a really flat fan, just like a bunch of fans all in like a grid, and just running them at like 50% power, and just to promote like a nice little airflow through the house while being super quiet. And then I said, you know what, do we have a crawl space? Because then we could just pump the cool air from the crawl space into the house. And he said, well, you do know that you have a secret door to the crawl space in your closet, right? And I was like, no. Sure enough. Come in here. Look at that. So guys, check this out. Hell yeah. Think of all that freaking awesome stuff we can do in here. Evidently it'll be better to open it like that. But yeah, check that out. Ooh, there used to be a note here. Man, it's just like right in here. Check that out. I feel like I'm gonna have to prepare to go exploring that though. Gonna have to get some lights, gonna have to get like a shovel, all that cool kind of stuff. So, I'm not gonna explore this in this video, but we can do that in some other video, because that's freaking cool. Because I mean, having my own crawl space is like, it's such a big thing where I couldn't just have it as like a footnote in my normal random bits. I'd have to have like one or two or even more random bits just about the crawl space. So you know what? I've decided that from now on, who I've been calling my landlord currently, he doesn't own the land, so let's call him Jay. And that's a cat. I told Jay that I got some shelves for the shed, and he said, "Cool." He said that he felt really bad for not being here right now to help me. But it's like, I mean, I can make a video about it. It's fine. I'll organize the shed. Well, then I came out here. Evidently, there's a light here, and evidently he turned it on for me. It's like, that's awesome. So look at that. We have power and a light in the shed. So, I'm thinking let's go get the shelves that I have on the back of my tricycle. I just picked them up. They're 14 bucks a piece. And let's assemble them and put them like in the corner or whatever and just help move some shit over to them. And over here we have the shelves. They're the biggest ones I felt like I could fit on my tricycle, but oh well. But yeah, 14 bucks a piece. I'll take 2. Actually, you know what? If I switch over to time-lapse, the exposure per frame will be longer, so it'll be brighter. So let's do that for me building the shelves. Oh, look at that. There we go. They're pretty crappy, but you know, for 14 bucks a piece, that's not too bad. Okay, so now, I guess I just carve out a place for them back there and chuck them down. Okay, so inside here, I've looked a little bit more at all this stuff, and so we have some chemicals, some bottles, a container full of like rope, and I think a safety harness and stuff like that. A box full of old rags. Most of the stuff can go. This rubber container filled with bottles of chemicals and about 1.5 inches of old motor oil. This stuff, an empty box, a bad floor. Jay said that the floor was pretty bad, and he said that I could patch this up if I wanted. And then I said, you know, we could just rip it up and put bricks down. And he was like, yeah, that'd actually be a nicer idea. So I might just rip up that wood and put some bricks down, because that'd be nice. Chicken wire, yeah, chicken fence, baling wire, whatever. Most of this stuff is actually going to go in the trash, because these are to a car that Jay doesn't have anymore, so he's just gonna throw those away. It's just plastic door pieces and stuff like that. We'll keep those of course, because those doors, they're just kind of cool. So a lot of this stuff can actually go. I'd say a good 40 or so percent. Then of course we have this. Looks like a bunch of camping supplies, like these batteries. Do I dare? Yeah. Those 6-volt batteries have seen better days. A smoke machine, gallon of gas, 2 old microwaves, so that means that they're probably not inverter types. They probably have nice transformers inside of them. That's pretty good. We have a window unit. I believe that might still work. Oh, and look, a cat. Hello, cat. Probably never even been in here before. The cat will help get all the spiders and stuff out. A package came in today. More spokes. Black ones this time. And these were 45 spokes for $10. Got them on eBay. Pretty happy with that. I already have like 5 more spokes broken on my tricycle, so I'm going to go and replace these tomorrow. And since they're black, I can keep track of if it's the same ones breaking over and over again, or is it just the original ones that are breaking. I'm pretty sure that it's just the original ones that are breaking now. Got me the trash can. And whoa. God, fucking California. That's not a trash can. That's like a little like office trash bin. God. Tree hugging hippies. So I'm gonna start throwing shit away like this. Batteries, fuck that shit. I mean, okay, if these were a little better, I would kind of keep them as collector's pieces, but oh well. Of course, we should keep these little camping cups, just because even if they're not good for camping anymore, then they'd still be good for like ladling out oil or something, you know what I mean? And also keep these little bags from propane lamps, but the rest of this stuff can go. Oh, wait a minute. Fucking tree-hugging California. Before I get upset about those batteries. Let's find a box to hide them into. There we go. Jay said that I can burn these boxes because I don't need these anymore. I said let's take these outside. We can always move them back in later. I'm not quite sure what this bag is, but looks really nice and industrial. Maybe military surplus. This stuff can all go. Now that's a big old pile of car parts. I think it's from a Jaguar car or something like that. It's cleaned up quite a bit. Camping stove. Might be able to use that camping stove for something. Found an axe. Yeah, I don't trust this floor. I guess this shed relies on the structure underneath the base, though. I don't know. This shed is just so shitty. At the very least, though, I made a place to throw a bunch of trash. And then I can just put that piece of wood back over. So it turns out like these wine bottles or whatever full of liquid, that's like brake fluid, actually. My, well, not landlord, Jay, had a hard time finding where to throw that stuff away, so he just put it in some old wine bottles. So that means I have a lot of chemicals to possibly dispose of. So I spent about a half hour Googling different ways to like maybe let oil evaporate or condense it into stuff. Turns out you can actually take brake fluid and you can burn it to make, I think, hydrofluoric acid. So that's kind of cool. So now I have a source of hydrofluoric acid. And it occurred to me, I was thinking always zinc carbon batteries had graphite in them, but I think alkaline batteries actually have graphite in them too. So I might keep these batteries just for the graphite cores. You know, come to think of it, I haven't looked inside here yet, so let's see what jumps out. Nothing. Probably for the best, because this isn't held up by much. Our shed's not held up by much. Once again. Whoa. Don't know what that box is, but whatever. So guys, I ran out to get a broom, and well, I got a broom. But I also happened to find this for free on the side of the road. It's a big cabinet. Man, it was a wobbly fucking ride. The tires are flat, and this spring does not help at all. But oh well. So that was eventful, but along with the broom and the cabinet, I got this. Some tin snips. Okay. A light. And this. A 200-watt replacement bulb. I've never seen one this big before. This should help me with my issues with lighting inside the house. Well, I say now let's start cleaning up the shed, Because now we can get all this shit out of here. Well, that looks better. Still in progress, though. There's dirt or shit caked onto the floor. I'll have to crack that up. But I think I'm going to rip this down and put the other white shelf right here. Oh my god. If I could just rip that down just by putting my hands on it like that, that's... yeah. I just tossed it over there and it did that. It definitely did not deserve to stay in one piece, that's for sure. If it's going to do that just from falling, well, fuck that. So over here we have this piece of wood that is covering over a very damaged portion of the floor. I say let's move this right here, since this is all cleaned out now. And I'll put all the chemicals on there, or at least as many as I can fit. Like for instance, this old motor oil will fit nicely at the bottom. And it will be a good counterweight to keep it all down. Or actually more like to keep it upright. So we have that all set up. That's basically all the chemicals that were in here. And there's that side of it. But now we have that big hole in the bottom of the floor. There's no sense in having... actually, it's more dangerous to have a bad floor than just not have a floor there at all. So I hacked out like a kind of a squarish hole, and these two bricks fit in here really nicely. And this other one can fit in that, but it sticks out by like a ½ inch. So I'm going to hammer that in and then chisel the top off. Let's see how that goes. And there we have it. I would say that's pretty good. At least it's better than having a floor that'll fall away on you. I was going to put my cabinet back here, but that didn't really work out. So let's put it here. So I'd say that's pretty good for one day. I think I'm done. Or at least done for today. This thing was a pain in the ass to move. But yeah, I can start putting a lot of junk in there or whatever. Pretty cool. I can even lock it too. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video and thanks for watching. See ya!